Hey everyone, it's Maribel here again. Saw you guys last week. You saw me last week, and we had a video on what to do during quarantine. And if you haven't seen it, I'll link a link to the description down below. Hopefully, if I can figure it out how to do it. This is still raw. I will be working on my editing skills by the end, hopefully, of quarantine. So. This week, what we're going to focus on is on how to set goals with intention. Last week we talked about if you want to get things done, what you can get things done, but I didn't show you how you might be able to do that. And so today we will figure out, how to set goals with intention. So I want to start you with the quote that I found by Tony Robbins. He said, setting goals is the first step into turning the invisible into visible. Okay, so sometimes you think things are impossible and you can't see yourself doing something, but if you set some goals and if you write them, you will be able to make that. You're able to see it and maybe accomplish it. So I think that was a good quote that I really liked that I found. Okay, so why do we want to set goals? So in this video, I kind of want to tell you why is it important to set goals? And then how to come up with goals, because sometimes we don't even know how to come up with goals. And then last but not least, I'll talk to you about an acronym that's going to help you kind of guide you through your goals and make sure that your goals are successful. Okay, so why is it important? Well, they say that the secret to success is setting goals. A lot of research has shown those people who have goals are more successful. Not only that, people who write down their goals are even more successful than anyone else. So having goals is great, but writing down your goals is even better. So I am going to suggest everyone, if you're setting any goals, to either buy a 39 cents from the dollar store, or even Walmart has even 39 cents journal or a notebook. This was free. I'm using it. And then I bought this one from, Walmart for like $5-6. So get yourself a notebook where you're gonna keep track of things, and I'll explain to you why. So that's definitely a first step. But having goals is really self-fulfilling, and I think you can go back and realize how much you accomplished, and when you feel accomplished, you feel really good about yourself. So definitely I feel, and if you're able to be more successful, you're also able to do more. You're able to travel and see more cultures, understand more, and just enjoy more about your life. Okay, so that's definitely the why. Okay, so can you come up with goals? So like I said, make sure you have a journal, something to write down, like a notebook, right? Again, you can get something cheap at the Walmart or the dollar store. And think about, what do you want from life? What do you want to accomplish? What are your dreams? A vision. Make sure you're looking at multiple areas in your life. Like maybe goals, it could be physical goals, it could be relational goals, it could be finances, with your finances, spiritual. The physical goals could be losing weight or getting healthy, because getting healthy leads to losing weight. Emotional could be like, maybe you've been in depression or very full of anxiety. How do you plan to help yourself with that? Relationships, maybe you're trying to find a boyfriend, or maybe you're trying to or have a better group of friends. Finances, maybe you want to make more money, or maybe you want to invest into something that's going to help you make more money. Spiritual, maybe you're trying to figure out maybe a religion or maybe meditation, because people have different beliefs. So it could be any of that, but make sure that they reflect your values. And I think that's going to help you narrow down, does it have a purpose? Does it inspire you? Why do you want it? Why do you want to achieve it? Why is this a must? Once you ask yourself these questions, I feel like you will narrow down really to a goal that you are wanting to accomplish. Make sure it's deep down rooted into your values, and they'll be definitely worth the wild. Okay, so I want to make sure that I give credit to the people who I looked and researched for. So let me give credit to them before now. So I looked at many videos, but these are the 4 that I really grabbed and have a lot of value in. The people were Shetty, Doer, Alexander Heyne, and Stefan James. These are people that I will make sure I let you maybe link their videos, so maybe it can help you elaborate more, but they're going to be there. And I'll put their names and the videos that I used to gather this information. Okay, so the acronym that was used in that I like to use is usually SMART, but now I found there was an ER, smarter. So we're gonna go through all these letters, and this is gonna help us with setting your goals and keeping and hopefully following through your goals. So the first word, and I'm going to use me as an example because I do have a goal. Okay, and let's use 2 months, because hopefully in 2 months this will be over and we will reopen. Okay, so make sure that this goal is specific, so specific as possible. So let's say like it's going to be how much, when, or what. These are the questions you're answering. So let's say I will lose 10 pounds by the end of July. Okay, that's pretty specific, right? 10 pounds. Awesome. Then that's as specific. Then the next one is measurable. How do you plan to track it? So, okay, can I verify it? Well, yeah, it's definitely measurable because I can weigh myself every day. I can weigh myself every week. And I can weigh myself every month. So yeah, it's definitely measurable, I believe, because I talk about pounds. And then actionable and attainable. Well, can I get there? Is it attainable? Yeah, I've seen people lose on average about 1 pound to 2 a week. That's the healthy weight loss. So it's definitely attainable, and I can definitely take actions towards it. I can work out, I can eat better and healthier. So yeah, it's definitely attainable, and there's action that can be done. So that's the A. And then the R, it's relatable, relevant, and realistic. So is this relatable and relevant to your life? Yes, I definitely want to get healthy. It's definitely realistic, like I mentioned before. And I'm meeting myself where I'm at right now. Yes, I've already lost about 30 pounds since the beginning of the year. I can definitely do it. It's relevant to me. And one last thing that I added that I don't think it was in some of these videos is have someone hold you, like have reliability. And so, or accountability is make sure that you set time or spend time with people that have already achieved your goal, and then not only achieved it, but as well as made it a habit. You want to surround yourself with people that already have a habit, or listen and continue listening to people, because I do a lot of listening. Can't really hang out right now, so I do watch a lot of people who have maybe lost weight and kept it off. Okay, that's R. Time bound or time frame. Okay, what is your deadline? Do I have a deadline? Yes, I have a deadline, and we have 2 months. And I plan to complete it hopefully by the end of July, beginning of August. And I will be kind of mapping it out, because you want to make sure you have a calendar to kind of map your progress. And I can even track it weekly. Make sure it is simple and practical, you guys. Okay. And then you want to regularly evaluate. So like I said, I will be evaluating pretty much, well, I'll be tracking it weekly, but I think I'll be evaluating it weekly and definitely monthly. I think daily is a little too much. Weekly is decent, but really evaluating monthly. And how will I plan to do that? Guess what? You want to have journal entries of maybe what you ate. For me, like what I ate, what did I exercise? When did I eat? How much did I eat? I might track calories, but no, I'm more of tracking carbs because, I've done some research that I rather just, track my carbs, my carb intake, and being like more natural, eating more organic food. And yeah, so and make sure you also have other people to evaluate. Don't just use yourself and your journals as you're journaling everything. Make sure you check in with some other people. For me, like, people like, I haven't seen you in a long time, you look so much healthier, what are you doing? Like, even though I plateaued for like a whole month, month and a half to be exact, I some people were telling me that they can tell a big difference. And so I thought, I'm glad that I just hold myself, in evaluating this, but I have other people who can evaluate. And not only that, like my clothes too. Like, I start noticing in my clothes as well. Make sure you get the feedback from others. And there will be setbacks. That's why I said don't always just evaluate on daily or weekly, because you have maybe bad days as well as bad weeks, and sometimes even bad months. So you make sure that don't be too hard on yourself. Just be consistent in your goals and have someone helping you all the time. And the last is my favorite, is reward. The R is for reward. Get something when you reach those milestones. Celebrate your intermittent goals. Celebrate those milestones, because it is a step in the right direction. So make sure you're closer to your goal. So I think that's very important to keep in mind. For me, how I reward myself, every week I have a cheat meal once a week. And then my goal, once I meet my goal in 2 months, which hopefully, yeah, it's going to be in 2 months, cross fingers, I plan to, and I told a friend, buy myself nice workout clothes, okay, from Flabetics. And she's like, make sure you use me as a reference, right? She knows who I'm talking about. She knows I'm talking about her. So that's my goal. Like, that's my reward to myself. I'm trying to be specific. Make sure, so it's smarter, right? Be specific. Make sure it's measurable. Make sure it's actionable and something you can attain. Make sure it's realistic, relevant. Make sure there's a time frame. There's a time bound. Make sure you are able to evaluate it. And last but not least, make sure you reward yourself for it, for all the hard work you've done. So, for me, it is weight loss, but for others, if you need help, let me know. I'm more than happy to walk you through this goal. If, because we do have 2 months to come up with maybe a good goal that's going to take you. Maybe for some of my ESL students is learning, 5 new words a day, 25 more words a week, which you're looking at 100 words a month. Make sure maybe it's improving your reading, so you read every day a few pages, and maybe a book a month. Give yourself, and you feel accomplished when you even just trying is you feel accomplished. So think about these goals, and if you need help, let me know. I do want to end this with a quote that I think it's kind of inspiring too, because some people try goals and then they don't do well, they fail. Let me end with this quote: you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. This is by C.S. Lewis. Sometimes we try so hard and we fail. And trust me, I've been I'm at this goal for the last 9 years. And I finally feel like I broke through, because I feel like my objective was right. I stuck with it year after year, and I finally feel like I found my lifestyle and I really love it. I feel good. It's helped me, my mental health. I'm not tired as I used to. So, it's never too late to start again, so you can start now. If you have any suggestions for next week's video, let me know. Hopefully you like this, and hopefully you got something out of this. You can email me at mpalacios@muhsd.org. So please let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Hopefully this kind of guided you towards a goal. Hopefully see you guys next week. Thank you. Bye.